Basketball fans, welcome back. So, Team Kenya 3x3 will be active in 2 days, and in this video, I'll just be detailing all you need to know about Team Kenya activities in the FIBA U23 3x3 World Cup group. And the schedule came out a couple of days ago, and in this video, I'll be looking at the roster that we have, the final performances that we had in the previous 3x3s that we were playing, and a future projection of what might happen. So the powers that be with the corrupt cartels running KBF basketball handpicked the roster. So there was no tryouts conducted. There was no such thing. And given that Medina, she left to go play for the Mississippi State, so they had to find a replacement. So we have Judith Omedi. So I've not seen her play for Team Kenya, but she'll be suiting up in that place. So we have Mary Lisa. She has played a lot of 3x3 basketball. She played in Lublin, Poland, and in the Nations League that was in Algeria. She was there. And also, she has been very vibrant, especially when it comes to 3x3. But 5x5 is where we draw the line. But anyway, it is what it is. So Emily Bosibori, she plays this 3x3, and she's from Stanbic. And Barbara Diana, she's from the Storms team. So that's the women's side. No Medina, and we're just waiting to see how this roster will fare. In the men's side, we have David Gishohi. He plays for Vikapu Elite, and you have seen him suit up. Elisha, he had that viral dunk, and he's been in a couple of 3x3. So you have seen him in Lublin, Poland, and in the Nations League. Jackson Owero, he made his debut for the Team Kenya 3x3 in the Nations League, and he has just been balling out. Then you've got Dennis Koja. So Koja, he has been in multiple assignments, and you're going to get to see him right now. So Coach Tony Ochieng, he is a coach that has been coaching the 3x3 national teams, and I must say he's been failing too much, and he's not been able to get the men's team to be able to win at any level. So looking at what happened in the Nations League, I can say that was the most embarrassing performance. It was very embarrassing, as we covered it on this channel last year, and it's almost a year later, and there's no big difference that they have made, because the roster is still the same. Well, the only new addition is David Gishoyi, and the other three players, they have been there. Koja has been there, and Elisha, he made his debut last year, Jackson Owero last year. So yeah, and also on the women's side, it's just going to be very difficult, because they're going to see what will happen with the absence of one of the key players that has been helping you in 3x3 basketball. We saw the women's 3x3 failure that happened about 3 months ago when we had the women's team. We had Masi Wanyama, we had Natalie Akinyi, we had a very, very poor performance. Medina was there. So it was such a poor performance, and we covered it on this channel. And the women's team did not even win any single game, and it was such an embarrassing performance. And this one, it might be the same, because we're just seeing the same corrupt cartels just handpicking their players. There was no tryouts, there was nothing, and we're just seeing that announcement. And it was funny to me that when you see the KBF page on Facebook, they're saying, wishing Team Nyati all the best as they depart for the FIBA U23 3x3 World Cup in Mongolia. So, and also good vibes only. So they know that they are going to get flamed because of what they do, but hey, they do not care. But the team has been pulled in very, very difficult. They've just been given like very, very difficult circumstances, because when I look at the men's pools, I mean, it's just difficult. So Team Kenya will play USA, Chile, Latvia, and Lithuania. So those are tough matchups. I mean, those are just difficult, because that means you're going to have to beat Team USA. And remember, we don't know if this Team USA were the same ones that who played in the Olympics. But anyway, that's neither here or there. But this is just going to be a very, very hard stint, because last year in Poland, the men's 3x3 failed. In Egypt, they also failed, because the men's 3x3 has always been changing. And Kenya has been adding players that can't play 3x3 and making them play 3x3. Taking 5x5 players play 3x3. The last time Team Kenya, the men's team, were in the 3x3, we had different people playing. We had the likes of Alberto Dero, got Electric, we had Fahim Juma, we had Ariel Ortega. So it was so difficult to pinpoint and understand why these guys even went. And you can see they keep changing it, but I now understand it's under 23. But anyway, that's the senior team. So the culture of the 3x3 basketball has just been deplorable. And there's no win I can see from here, because all the teams here are just a step ahead of us. I must say, it's something that we can't have any control over. Team Kenya doesn't have the ability to do anything. Team Kenya can't win anything. And on the women's side, Team Kenya will match up against Israel, Poland, Mongolia, the home team, and Germany. Clearly, this is just a loss. This is another loss. I don't think Kenya can be able to do anything here. I'm not sure if Kenya can beat Israel or Poland or Mongolia or Germany. I don't think so, because this is going to be very, very difficult. It will be a very hostile environment. I don't think Team Kenya have what it takes to be able to get there. And it's just going to be one difficult one. And they know this. And the funny thing is, the KBF cartels who select these players, who handpick these players, know that it's going to be very difficult to win the games, but they go ahead with it anyway. Because I know someone like Tony Ochieng, this is a guy that just wants to just fill up his passport and just fly out. The same thing as Eunice Ouma. I don't think these people have what it takes to coach the 3x3 team. They have proven time and time again that they cannot be relied upon when it matters. They don't have the best interests of the country at heart. We should have coaches and players who can have the ability to be able to put some pride on the Kenyan flag, because you're seeing players go out there and don't even score at any possession, commit turnovers, not having the ability to have awareness that it's skill that drives 3x3 basketball. This is not just a run and gun the way they're used to when it comes to 5x5. 3x3 is more of finesse and skill. You have to be much skilled, you have to be aware, you have to have half-court awareness, and you have to be able to make sure to maximize on every single possession, because 3x3 is just different. The shot clock is different, the possessions are different. You have to make sure to be able to capitalize on whatever opportunity you can get. But given this situation, I'm not sure if you can rely upon this coaching to be able to take this team to the next level, because you can see in 3x3 the coaching is different. The coach is not actually there, so the players, any knowledge on the game is imparted by the coaching staff prior to the game. So during the game, the players are left on their own guards, and they have to make sure to be able to figure out ways to win the basketball game. So there was no tryouts. We don't even know where this team was manufactured. So it's the cartels that have selected these players, and the deep state that runs Kenyan basketball, they are the ones who have selected these players, and even the coaching staff. So the people who push those buttons to make sure that these people are put there, the coaching staff and the players, they are the reason as to why 3x3 basketball is failing, because it's not even about merit. It's just about who you know. It doesn't matter if you're a good player or a bad player. It's just a matter of, hey, look, I'm all in at the gag, and I'm willing to be as corrupt as you. So they just handpick the people who they feel they know that are good. So the cartels think these people are good, but in actuality, the truth always reveals itself on the court. And yours truly, I will be covering these games. Don't worry. I will give you these games, and I'll give you my commentary on what is going on and what happened in this game. So worry not. I got you. KBF, I know you're listening to my videos, and you will see that all these things and all these operations that you have, handpicking players, handpicking the coaching staff, it will come to an end. And honestly, you should have shame knowing for a fact that you're willingly embarrassing the country and throwing away public funds. This money should not be used when you know that you're not going to win a single game. And quite frankly, if these people fail, they should pay for their return ticket back to Kenya. They should not even be allowed to. They should not be allowed. They should not be facilitated to come back. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'll be waiting. I'll be watching, and I'll give my commentary as per the games. As we wait to see what the Thunder do in Road to Bal, I'll make sure to keep us entertained with Matters 3x3 basketball. So it's not been a minute since I've talked about 3x3 basketball, but of course, on this channel, we talk about everything Kenyan basketball and also the NBA. So don't worry about that. I know a lot of KBF officials, they're just eyeing these games, thinking that they have what it takes to make sure that this team can win. But reality is very cruel. And you will get to see that, and you'll get to see that, and you can't hide from it. You can try to make excuses, because I'm wondering what excuses will be made when we get blown out, get beaten from pillar to post by these teams and by these nations, because Lithuania are not going to give us one. All these countries that are hailing from Europe, Lithuania, Latvia, they're not going to give us an inch. Team USA are not going to give us an inch. Chile, not an inch. We're just going to go. We're just like lambs there, and it's just going to be a thorough beat down. And I'm not sure if Team Kenya have what it takes to do it. And I'll just be waiting to see what excuses the Team Kenya people will produce. I'm waiting to see what excuses that the KBF cartels are going to put out. So anyway, it is what it is. So if you guys like the video, make sure you like the video, like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.